Hello guys, welcome back. This is csecnow and we go through this geography June 2023 paper 1. Without do further said guys, make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't do so. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section if any queries you guys got, and also if any ads popped up on the video while you guys are watching, please I'm asking you guys to do watch it, as that is a lot of appreciation to help me as well. Without do further say guys, I'm gonna jump into the questions. Alright, number 1, it says a scale of 1 when 20,000 on a map would indicate that, and the 1 would mean 1 unit on the map represent 20,000 unit on the ground. Alright, so number 2 right here, it says which island is located at 16 degrees north and 61 degrees west. Alright, so let's check this guys. Alright, so we're gonna tally this. Alright, so we have 50. Alright, so let me do this. Let me do the navigation first. So we have north. Alright, so we have north. Let me write this. We have north. We have east. Alright, we have west. And we have south right here. Alright, so navigate this guys. So it says 16 degrees north. Alright, so this is north. So 16 degrees fall from here. So this is 15, 16. So 16 fall or like around here. So navigate this from here, come right here. So 15, 16 right here. We would fall within Dominica right here. Look. And it says 61. So let's check 60. This is 60, this is 1. So 61 degrees, and we find Dominican, alright? So the answer for number 2 would be Dominica, alright? Number 3, it says, which city is located 1,000 kilometers from San Domingo? Alright, so San Domingo, let's find San Domingo. So we have San Domingo, and it's like how much, let me see how much the distance, 1,000 kilometers away. Alright, so from San Domingo it would be, let me see, tell you on this one. Alright, San Domingo, Montego Bay. Alright, we'll have to measure on this based on the calculations that I have worked with so far. It would be Montego Bay. So it'd be from San Domingo. Right, let me navigate, show you. So from San Domingo to, so let's chase it. Alright, so from San Domingo to Montego Bay, it would be 1,000 kilometers. Alright. Number 4, it says an airplane leaves the port of Spain, Trinidad, for Kingston, Jamaica. In which general direction should it fly? Alright, so it says from Trinidad. Alright, let me erase this so you guys can see the map more properly. Alright, so it's leaving Trinidad. Alright, so it leaves from port of Spain. So let's find port of Spain. Alright, so on the map right here, sorry guys, we have let's see on this one. Not holding up much time was long. So alright, so if you're traveling from basically the north region straight down to the south, instead of we would substitute most of these. So instead of northeast, like northeast and northwest, southwest and east south, or southeast perhaps. So on this one we will travel northwest. Alright guys, so we travel around like this way. Alright, because it says we an airplane that basically leave it's from Port of Spain, Trinidad, from for Kingston, Jamaica in general direction, and it would be fly from north this way, northwest. Alright, number 5. So right here guys, it says refers to the following table which shows the average monthly rainfall and temperature at a particular location in a country. Alright, so we have the months right here, guys. So we have January, February, March, so on. And then we have the temperature right here. Then we have the rainfall. So it says what is the average annual temperature at this location. So the average, let me check. Let me see. Meanwhile, we have 1, 2. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 6, 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Alright, so let me check on this one. I'm trying to figure out this one, guys. Let me see on this one. 20. So alright, so it's basically has to do with 26. It'll be 26.2 degrees Celsius. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it says the average. So the average would be like basically on the rate, perhaps, guys. If you check the temperature, we would have the basically average that mean, and this average supplement mean a number expressing at a central value in a data. So it'd be like the number, like for example in a particular mode, median, the most common at means. And as you guys could see, we have 26 at most common at means, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 26 will be 26.2 degrees Celsius. Alright, let's move on. Number 6 perhaps. It says the rainfall pattern on a table indicate that. And right up here, guys, the rainfall particular means indicates that rainfall occur throughout the year. Alright, because we have the year January, February, March, April, and so on, straight till December. Alright. Number 7, it says the types of climate experienced at this location may be described as, and for this one it has to do with the equatorial. Alright, guys. Number 8. So it says which of the following pairs of point is inversible. Alright, so let's check this. P and Q is versible, perhaps. Q and R, this is versible as well. So let's check this. R and S, that is not in it, so it would be P and T. Alright, P and T and that one. I'll go P and T on that one, guys. Alright, number 9, it says between which of the following pairs of point is the gradient steepest. And it says the steepest, and it has to do with right here, guys, Q and R. Alright, Q and R. Number 10, so it says which of the following phrases refers northing. Alright, so northing now. Northing has to do with, it's the line that basically increase, guys. It's the line that increases in the value of the northwards. So alright, so it's horizontal. It has to do with some horizontal lines. Alright, so I'll go with B. Horizontal lines that increase in value northwards. Alright, guys. Number 11. Alright, so it says it refers to the following contour sketch map. Contours in meters, perhaps, showing point X and W and here Y. Alright, so we have the bearing of X from W is approximately, let's see on this one, it has to do with, let me see, 315 degrees Celsius. Alright, number 12, this is a vertical interval is, so let's check it, 5, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, has to do with, let me see, around this much. 40 degrees west. X would be around 41, 40. Let me see on this one. 41, 42, 40, 39. Has nothing to do. I will go with 20 for this one. 20 meter. Alright. So number 13. So right here, guys, we have the diagram right here. It's the sketch map of an area. So we have the scrub, we have the village, we have rivers, and we have roads. Also intimate as well contour lines in meters, estate boundaries, the boundaries. Alright, so the scale in the kilometer right here. So it says number 13, which of the following types of settlements would most likely develop between Y and Z? Alright, so they're talking about here Y and Z. Alright, so based on the sketch here of the map, if you look basically at it basically has to do with the different lines. For example, the lines of the areas. If you can literally see, guys, we are having a deep we have a deep contour lines that's running linear. Alright, so based on this sketch of line right here, guys, sketch of here, it has to do with linear. So from Y, basically going from this direction, from Y to Z, has to do with linear. Alright, number 14, it says what type of forming is most likely to exist at X. So right here, X, we're talking about here, and basically, guys, it has to do with a commercial herbal farming. Alright, number 15, it says we have a diagram here, it basically refers to the land form. Alright, so you have a land form at X and Y respectively R, and it would be a coastal plain and a plateau. Alright, so item 16 here, it refers to the following image, and for this image here we have a landform shown mostly likely well, for this one, guys, this basically look like a lake, to be honest, a Carter Lake, but bear in mind that it has basically, the image also look like a doe line. Alright, so it basically look like a doe line. A doe line has to do with a form of shape of land that are in particular in a condition that has a formation that basically show, like for example, like you guys would have potholes, those type of lands that has different types of shapes and different types of ground areas. So first up, I will go with the Carter Lake for this one. Alright, number 17, so it refers to the following map of continent, right? So the shape area on the map best described, and the shape area is right here. Alright, we have the shape area right here, and it has to do with the tropics. Alright, number 18, so right here, guys, it refers to the following diagram at a weather system, perhaps. Alright, the weather system shows in the diagram is, and as you guys could see, if you really look at this, this seems as if like we have different clouds, like different particular weathering states of matter. So it has to do with hurricane, guys, the hurricane season, as you guys could see. It has to do with the hurricane. Alright, number 19, it says the line labeled Y represent. Alright, so look at Y right here, and based on my knowledge on this one, let me see all of the options right here. It's a isobar, a cool front, a warm front, or a tropical wave. Alright, and for this one, for here, if they were talking about X, if they were talking about X, I would take X as basically as a warm front, to be honest. But based on the diagram right here, as on Y, I would go with a tropical wave. Alright, I'll go with tropical wave for this one. Number 20, it says the station model behind the line X shows the wind blowing the speed of. It says the line behind X. Alright, so the line right here behind X, so we have 1010. Alright, let's see. Alright, So let me look at this one. If it's gonna rapidly double up by 4, so we have 4, 5, 6, 2, so it's going up by 2. So let me check on this one. Let me see how much. They have 10 knots, so let me check how many knots perhaps. So we have, so it's 4, 5, 6, so it's 2, 2, so it's 2, 4, 6. Oh, let me check it on this one. So well, hold on. So it's 2, 4. All right, so it basically going 10 knots. All right, 10 knots, guys. Number 21 perhaps. It says the rainfall depicted by the station models behind the line X can be best described as, and it says the rainfall station model behind the line X can, so behind the line X has to do with, let me see on this one. It's a drizzle, light rainfall, heavy rainfall, basically, as you guys can see, guys, it has a, for based on this image we have in, as you guys could see, the sun, this, for example, weather, when the weather has to do with different types of conditions, the weather trying to transit, and you would have most likely drizzle rain, and then from drizzle rain we'll have heavy rainfall. So for this one, if it's basically we have 10 different knots, like different on the lines of the hurricane, guys. Yeah, that has to do with heavy rainfall on this one. So I'll go with heavy rainfall for this one, alright? Number 22, it says the cloud cover shown on the station model behind the line X can be described, and it says the cloud cover station. Alright, behind X. This is behind X. So we have low and totally overcast, we have low and particular cloudy, we have high and clear, we have low and clear. Alright, so we will go with, it would be low but particular cloudy on this one. So I will go with low and particular cloudy. Alright, number 23, it says which of the following can be best described as sheet of solidified magma along a bedding plane. Alright, and it has to do with sill. Alright, it has to do with sill, guys. So we have a diagram right here of this cross section of the Earth's crust. Alright, so we have the lithosphere, we have the lithosphere, we have the liquid, we have the solid, and we have the anesthesphere. Alright, anesthesphere. So we have different part of the Earth crust, perhaps. And it says number 24, the section which starts at 29,000 perhaps. Sorry, this is 2900. So it's 2,900 kilometer from the surface. It's called a mantle. Alright. So I'm trying to zoom in this much because I'm not seeing the word so clearly. Alright. So sorry about that, guys. Alright, number 25. So which of the following processes causes the formation of an igneous rock? And it has to do with cooling of the magma. Alright, number 26. Which of the following acids increase the rate of chemical weathering in karst landscapes? And it has to do with the sulfuric. Alright, number 27 right here. So which of the following statements correctly describe the relationship between weathering and climate? Alright, so what is the difference between weathering and climate? Alright, so for weathering, let me see the option that they have. So it also says the climate refers to the condition of the atmosphere where weather mainly refers to the season. Or we have weather refers to the cloud and winds only, while climate refers to temperature and rainfall only. Or we have climate is a changeable everyday occurrence, while weather refers to the change in the atmosphere at a long time. Weather is the day and day to changes in the atmosphere, while the climate is average condition of the atmosphere over time. So based on these options, guys, is it basically asks for which one of them are basically correctly. So it has to do the difference. Is basically the relationship between weathering and climate. All right. So for example, I'm gonna give you a quick example, guys. For a climate, weathering has different perhaps. So weathering is the condition, guys, of an atmosphere that basically over a short period of time, while climate is how the atmosphere behaves basically over a relatively long period of time. So we have weather. Weather has to do with the condition of the atmosphere. So let me see what has to do with the condition. So this says climate refers to the condition. Alright? Not climate. It has to do with weather refers to the condition. So let's check this one. Climate is changeable. Well, basically climate has to do with how the atmosphere behaves and it's long respective for a period of time. Not much. It doesn't last perhaps. So let's see this. It says weather refers to the change in atmosphere. Not much really, but it has to do with the overtime period. Well, so for this one, weather is the day-to-day changes atmosphere. So weather is the day-to-day changes atmosphere, while climate is the average change over many years. All right, I'll go with D for this one. Weather is the day-to-day changes in the atmosphere. Because weather has to do with the condition, as I said, of the atmosphere over a short period of time, and it doesn't last much. All right, and it doesn't last much as well. All right. So let me see if this is right. So it says weather is the day-to-day changes in the atmosphere, while climate is the average condition of atmosphere over many years. Over many years, and this one is the changeable every day, while weather refers to changes in atmosphere over a long period of time. Alright, so I'll go with D for that one. Any queries, guys, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Alright, so number 28, it says the limestone is a type of, and a limestone is a type of sedimentary rock. Alright, sedimentary rock. Number 29, it says refers to the following diagram right here. We have the river, we have the impermeable rock, and we have the limestone. So it says number 29, what type of limestone landform is labeled Y in the diagram above? So Y right here. So it says what type of landform does it form, and it has to do with a shallow hole. Alright, number 30, it says which of the following statement is generally true of the population of the island P? So first thing first, guys, has to do with the title of this. Title of the image right here has to do with refers to the following population of density of map of the island. Alright, P. So it says number 30. It has to says which of the following statements is generally true of the population of P. Alright, so right here, the population right here, guys. So it has to do with the density increases towards the era 1. So as right here, this is era 1. So the density increased here in era 1, outwards from era 1. Alright, outwards. So the density increased from. Number 31. Let me see if I could zoom out this a little bit more. I'm not really much seeing this as I zoom it out. Alright, guys, bear with me because my eyes are not so well. Alright, number 31. Which of the following areas has the smallest population? And for the smallest population, it has to do with 3 right here. I'll go with this one. That would be the smallest population, perhaps. Alright, number 32. Which of the following statement explains how vegetation contributes to the development of soil? So how did vegetation? So let's read this. Decayed vegetation produce a habit of earthworm, or vegetation decompose and produce organic matter in soil. That sounds more like it, but let's see. Let me see that one. It says roots and twigs and leaves are washed downwards to increase the depths of soil. Not much. Let me see this one. Vegetation provides a parent material which helps the formation of soil structure. Well, not really, but vegetation vegetation basically contributes. It basically contributes to the development of soil by actually aiding different developments, guys. So for example, vegetation affects the soil development over a period of time that basically contribute to more productive soil. So for example, vegetation provide wildlife habits and food, all right, that basically provided life. For example, with our watershed protection perhaps. So for this one, I will go with decaying vegetation producer habits. For earthworms, well, it has to do with food, because vegetation produces food. So vegetation provide appearance and formation of structure. Well, I will go with I will go with B, guys. Vegetation decomposed to produce the organic matter inside. So I will go with B for that one. If you guys have any answer, just feel free to comment in the comment section. Alright. Item 33 refers to the following profile of a river. Alright, so it says, which of the following produces is dominant in the first stage of the river. So this is the first stage, and it has to do with erosion. Alright. Number 34. It says vertical erosion in the upper course of the river can lead to, and it says vertical. So you guys know horizontal, vertical, alright? Alright, so if we have vertical erosion, so vertical erosion has to do with, guys, by the time of the erosion, things of the water basically has to do with the lead of the water changing their courses, right? So if the water changing course basically it can cause, it will basically lead to, like, for example, the waterfall will start becoming more rapid. So if the waterfall become more rapid, basically we have like I will go with the floodplains, guys, with our floodplains perhaps. Alright. Number 35. It says, to which sector is economy do activities such as brewing and bottling, constructions, and shipbuilding belongs? And it belongs to the secondary. Alright, number 36. So which of the following condition would be most likely result from increased use of tropical rainforests for agricultural purposes? And it says most likely to result from increased tropical rain. So is it increased heights of tree? No. Greater varieties of plants? Not really. Greater rates of erosion of the topsoil? Not really. Increase the amount of nutrients added to the soil. And it says that increase the use of tropical rainforests for agricultural purposes. Alright, so let's go with this. It says most likely to the tropical rainforest. Didn't ask about nutrients about the soil. We could have greater variety of plants perhaps, but not greater rates of erosion of the topsoil. We'll go with B for this one, greater variety of plants. Alright, because that will help the tropical rainforest perhaps. Alright. Number 37. Which of the following condition is needed for the growth of coral? And it has to do with warm ocean water. Alright. Number 38. As one climbs a mountain, the surrounding temperature decreases. Alright. Number 39. Which of the following action can be used to reduce? I'm going to zoom this much. Can't really see much. Alright. So which of the following action can be used to reduce the emissions of greenhouse gases? And it has to do with the increased use of solar power. Alright, guys. Number 40. So right here we have a diagram showing the central uplift, and this diagram refers to the radii. Alright. Number 41. Which of the following features is an example of the intrusive volcanicity? And it has to do with the laclite. Alright? The laclite. Number 42. It says fold mountains form where cross planes move, and they actually move upwards together. Alright, number 43. I'm just running through the answer really fast, guys. Not trying to make this video so long. Alright, number 43. It says the type of soil related to the equatorial climate is called, and they call it latosol. Alright, latosol. Right here, guys, number 44 to 45 refers to the following diagram of a mountain with tributaries leading to rivers that flows into the sea. So we have floodplains, we have tributary, we have water table of the bank side, and we have the headwaters. Alright, so it says, what do the dotted line in the diagram represent? Alright, so we have the dotted line right here, and it represents the watershed. Alright, guys, this one is a repeat as well. Number 45. Which of the following terms describes the drainage pattern of the area? And it has to do with the trellis. Alright, number 46. Which of the following situation contributed most of a pollution of the environment in capital cities of the CARICOM country? And it has to do with the accumulation of garbage from factories. Alright, number 47. Which of the following events posed the most serious threat to the river of the Caribbean? And it has to do with dumping of waste. Number 48. The transformed plates margin crustal plates are sliding past each other. Number 49. Which of the following resources is most important when considering the location of a lumber industry? And it has to do with the proximity of raw materials, perhaps. Number 50. We're almost there, guys. 10 more to go. Which of the following types of farming is capital intensive use high yielding varieties of seeds to cultivate crops? And we have to do with commercial herbal farming. Alright, guys, please feel free to drop a like, guys. Drop a like on the video, guys. Alright, while you guys are watching right now, drop a like. Alright, guys, thank you. Number 51. Which of the following factors would be most effective in slowing down the rate of population growth in the Caribbean? And it has to do with high life expectancy, perhaps. Alright, so it's high life expectancy. Alright, so if basically, guys, it has nothing to do with the low death rate, because the low death rate will not basically slow down the population growth, because it says low. So if we have a low death rate, that there is no way it could eventually affect the population of the growth in the Caribbean. But for example, if you have high life expectancy, it would basically bring effect towards the growing population in the Caribbean. Number 52. Which of the following benefits would be most likely to gain by Caribbean countries which diversify their economics throughout the industrialization? And it has to do with less dependence on single economic activity. Alright, number 53. Right here, this is a map of the coastal area. And it says, which of the following areas map would early settlers most likely to choose to build? Let me see. It's either beside the stream of the sea or above on the hills. So this is the key, guys. We have swamps. So these are the swamps. So this is the key point. We have swamps. All the 300 is the contour line. So will they build the swamps? And more likely, guys, I will go with X. Yeah, there's no way they go on the contour lines. We have the contour lines here. I will go with X. Most unlikely. These are the contour lines. I will go with X, guys. I'll go with X for this one. Alright, number 54. We have a diagram right here of the sketch map here, which is we have mountains, wind directions. We have gentle rolling of the land. So this is basically commercial herbal farming, plantation. So it says, which of the following areas would be a typical location for the commercial herbal farming, plantation, agriculture in the Caribbean? And we would basically find it right here. Let me circle it. So right here, guys, in the forest. Alright. Number 55. It says the best areas to locate a new factory in order to minimize the effect of air pollution is, I will find it right here. 4. Alright. Number 56. Which of the following features indicates an unhealthy coral reef? And for an unhealthy coral reef, we have extensive area bright white coral. Alright. Number 57, we have right here the diagram showing the series of consequences resulting from tropical deforestation. Number 57 says, which of the following consequences best represent X? And we have X right here, would have flooding. Because from tropical deforestation to great overland flow, and from great overland flow will accumulate soil erosion. So they're basically having a structure of formations. So from we have tropical deforestation will develop to a greater land overflow, and for a greater land overflow that will increase the risk to soil erosion, and from the risk to soil erosion has to do with flooding. Alright guys, simple. Number 58, it says what other consequences can result from tropical deforestation? We have loss of flora. Number 59, we're almost there guys. Which of the following would not be considered a cause of coastal pollution in the Caribbean? Agriculture runoff. Let's read the options. Oil mining, or agriculture runoff, or oil spills from the ocean going vessels, or poisonous fumes from industrial plants. And it says based on the coastal pollution has to do with how it impacts the ocean. Alright, so if it's gonna, for example, if you're gonna impact the coastal pollution within the sea, Caribbean guys, it would have to do with not the runoff. The runoff will not basically affect the coastal pollution. Alright, so it will not basically give the cause of a coastal pollution in the Caribbean. But oil mining will give pollution. Oil spill from the ocean going to vessel will also give a pollution and a poisonous fumes. So it says would not consider. So agriculture runoff will not consider. Number 60, last and final. The bauxite industry in the Caribbean has declined many because, and it's not basically that the environmental costs become more extremely high. There's a shortage of skilled laborers to work in the industry, or the quality of the region bauxite has become substandard, or the demands for bauxite has fallen on the international market. Well, based on this statistical data, guys, based on bauxite industry has always been an industry where they always been seeking workers, perhaps, and also laborers to instance. So on the high demand of bauxite, guys, there was such a high demand, and why bauxite even declined, it was not really much the cost, but it would be like example, the demand for the bauxite has fallen on the international market. Alright, so for this one, we are finished the paper, guys, the geography paper 1 2023. Alright, so without further ado, guys, you guys will drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know your preview on what you get out of the 60 questions. If any queries you guys have to do, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Without further ado, guys, thank you guys for watching. Watch the ads and subscribe. Keep safe.